Hallo meine Freunde, willkommen zurück zu unserem Let's Play von Chicken Police Painted Red. Mein Name ist Sevenaik, schön, dass ihr da seid. Und wir sind hier in Natascha Katzenkos Apartment. Die gute Dame, nun ja, sie strahlt auf jeden Fall Ärger aus. Aber wie ein guter Ermittler das macht. Natürlich lassen wir erst einmal unseren Blick durch den Raum schweifen, schauen uns an, was wir so sehen, weil eine schöne Dame ist das eine, aber wir lassen uns nicht von unserer Tätigkeit ablenken, zumindest vorerst nicht. Also, wir schauen mal, was wir hier so sehen und da gehen wir strategisch vor. Und da fällt uns natürlich dieses Gemälde sofort in den Blick. Und nun ja, auch ein hübscher Rücken kann entzücken, aber das ist schon besonders.
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
Wir sind funny. Funny's Sunny. Oder auch einfach nur eine Frau, die versucht, mit ihrem Charme zu bestechen.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Damit hat Sunny sicherlich recht. Diese Frau so schwer einzuordnen.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Light is the brother of darkness.
More like its lover, don't you think? Anyway, I thought I hired a detective, not a poet.
I'm not a poet, Natasha. Just a fool.
Oh, what an act.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. So this is where the magic happens, right? The big transformation.
Every woman needs a little magic, and every man needs some illusion.
You're right there, Angel.
Diese Frau. Ja. Ich denke, jetzt kommt der spannende Teil.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Ich weiß nicht. Diese Frau. Wie ein Drahtseilakt. Tanz auf der Rasierklinge.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
So, kommen wir zur Befragung von Natascha Katzenko. Bin mal gespannt, was die gute Dame sagen wird und wie das ganze Verhör verlaufen wird.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
Okay, kommen wir mal wieder zurück zum eigentlichen Thema. Weniger Komplimente, mehr Verbrechen. Deswegen Ibn Wessler. Was sagen Sie dazu?
What can you tell me about Ibn Wessler?
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Ja, wir probieren weiterhin professionell zu sein. Wie sieht das Geschäft aus?
How much do you know about Ibn's business dealings?
More than most wives do. About as much as lovers would, but not that much. I see what I see, but I choose not to pay attention.
Maybe that's smart of you, maybe it's the opposite. In any case, you get the Clawville tone.
What do you mean?
Well, I've worked in a lot of cities and a lot of countries, ma'am. But the art of beating around the bush is masterful here. And you're a true artist.
I take that as a compliment, Mr. Featherland.
It was meant to be one, Miss Katzenko.
Wir bleiben professionell.
Don't you see a correlation between your partner's activity and the threats?
That's a disappointing cop-like question.
I am a cop.
Yes, but you're different. You're too rough on the outside and too vulnerable on the inside for a regular cop.
Am I that transparent?
A little bit. My eyesight's better than most.
Seriously, Natasha, don't you worry about the possibility of a connection?
Of course I worry about it. I'm not stupid. Those who are clever learn to fear. I learned at a young age. before I even had the chance to live.
Gee. Well, thank you for your honesty. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Okay. Das lief ja erstmal gut. Schauen wir weiter.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Was ist mit Filmer?
What about Fillmore? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping 2 irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
I think I'll do that.
Miau. Es ist kein Fan und niemand aus dem Umfeld. Irgendeinen Verdacht müsste sie haben.
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Oh Mann, diese Frau. Was ist mit Molly?
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Ja, die Frage ist immer beim Katz-und-Maus-Spielen ist, wer ist hier die Katze und wer die Maus. Oder gibt es vielleicht noch einen Hund? Und was ist mit der Ratte? Ich weiß es nicht.
You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
Das war doch ganz okay, würde ich sagen. Aber diese Frau macht einen echt fertig.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natürlich.
Natasha. Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand. I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So. Wir können die Dame noch befragen. Das werden wir auf jeden Fall noch tun. Und wir haben von ihr jetzt diesen wunderschönen Schlüssel. Ich gehe davon aus, damit können wir dann sie in ihrem Privathaus besuchen. Wir können noch mal vorher einen Blick drauf werfen, was wir so an Hinweisen haben. Dass eben mehr weiß, ist wenig überraschend. Und dass Natascha Angst hat, können wir verstehen. Aber trotzdem, die Wahrheit behält sie für sich so ein bisschen. Da ist also mehr. Und ja, wir sind dazu eingeladen, sie zu besuchen. Darauf freuen wir uns auch. Und das Thema Hure. Ja. Das ist zumindest mal ein Fakt. Schauen wir noch ein bisschen, was Natascha so zu erzählen hat über die Umstände.
Why did you name it the Czar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Slavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
Do you feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves. And whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect, more like a reminder.
Okay, die Frau ist auf jeden Fall gut, wenn es um Botschaften senden geht. Vielleicht auch an sich selbst. Was ist mit Deborah?
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way? Yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny, but if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah, you're a real angel. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
Ja, diese Frau macht mich fertig. Und ich weiß nicht, was ich dazu noch sagen soll. Ich weiß es wirklich nicht. Wir werden sie wohl in ihrem Ferienhaus besuchen, im Wochenendhaus. Wir werden uns vielleicht ein bisschen zu tief in die Geschichte reinstürzen. Aber ich bin neugierig. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Aber, und das ist auch wichtig, um die Neugier zu befriedigen, immer so gut es geht mit doppeltem Boden. Und deswegen werden wir noch ein bisschen Background-Checks vermutlich durchführen. Wir werden auf jeden Fall mit Filma nochmal sprechen, bevor wir dorthin fahren. Aber jetzt entlasse ich euch erstmal aus dieser Folge. Es war spannend. Wir haben Antworten bekommen, aber ganz ehrlich, viel mehr Fragen, die jetzt noch offen sind. In diesem Sinne werden wir jetzt ein bisschen darüber grübeln. Was wir als nächstes tun, sehen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Ich verabschiede mich für heute. Tschüss. Bis dann.